Well, then everything seems to be running smoothly. Thanks again. You've been a great help, Chief. This kind of algorithm is especially challenging. Is that... I've not seen you in some time, Chief. That voice. Ah, well, if it isn't Tio. How you doing these days? Chief, is this man your boss? That's correct. He's my direct boss and the chief of the Orbital Staff Development Division. He specializes in orbital computer networking and acts as the head of the Epstein Foundation's Crossbell branch. I suppose you can call him my supervisor. Everything appears to be running smoothly at the new division of the CPD. I'm quite relieved to see you doing well. Why don't you ever come by the delivery report, CO? Oh my word, sorry. I'm quite worried about you. Is that the official explanation behind your gracious delivery of an orbital staff to the weapons shop for me? You know, now that I think about it, Wendy mentioned that somebody from the Foundation drops by pretty frequently. Well, you see, there's a perfectly reasonable explanation for that. I've really done it now. Tio's no doubt angry with me. But how can she expect me to leave a child like her to her own devices in a city like this? Your behavior is suspicious, Chief. What? What could you possibly? Please refrain from secretly leaving new equipment for me at different locations. I'm not trying to participate in a scavenger hunt. I see your point, Tio, and I'm terribly sorry for all this, truly. Please don't be upset with me. It is precisely your behavior at times like this that upsets me, Chief. Haha, you're right, I understand. Aren't you being too harsh, Tio? I'm unable to help it. I'm irritated beyond comprehension. Well, let's go. Where's Crossbell Station? I don't remember what district that's part of. It's like the East Street, isn't it? Let me open this is the mini-map. Oh, Station Street. It's probably Station Street. I love how it chose to play three houses right now. At 5 and 3 houses. That's a good game. Oh gosh, I haven't played... Well, I played 3 Hopes, but 3 Houses? Oof, haven't played that in like years. Good game. Probably my favorite Fire Emblem game. The station never fails to amaze me. Has it really already been a month since I stepped off that train? Wow. Time really flies, doesn't it? Now I believe the station's inspection officer was the one who submitted this request, right? Yeah, let's go ask him about it. Thank you very much for your continued support, yada yada yada. Loads of people from the Empire and Republic pour into Crossbell from this station each day to visit, and their mark definitely shows. Just look at our stores and architecture with all that's gone into shaping Crossbow City. You could say it's the cultural melting pot of Zemuria. You know, I wonder what the city was like when it was founded. Excuse me? I was distracted by the Crossbow Times article I was reading. Did you hear about Quattro's request? He's waiting for you in the front of his office, upstairs to the left. Alright. Looks like we're behind schedule. Excuse me, but you're the inspection officer? We're here regarding your support request. Ah, you're the SSS then. About time. My name is Quattro. I'm here on assignment from the Imperial Army to work as the station's inspection officer. If you don't mind, I'd like to cut to the chase. Will you accept my request? You can count on us, Quattro. Could you talk about the specifics? Very well, but then again. Something wrong? Not necessarily. I just wasn't expecting to have to rely on such young people for assistance. Though I suppose it's better than if no one showed up at all. That's true. The hell? We offer our help in this hour of need, and this stuck-up old geezer decides to talk down to us? Say something, Red. I would advise you not to pay him any mind. Just to clarify, you submitted a request asking for assistance in an inspection. That's correct. A train bound for Arabonia will be arriving any second now. I want your help in inspecting the interior of said train. And by inspection, you mean we'll be looking for any passengers or luggage considered too dangerous for Arabonian territory, correct? Precisely. I don't normally have to do this on my own, but I woke up to a torrent of sick leaves this morning. That's why I had to issue a request for outside help. That makes sense. Conducting an inspection like this alone would take way too long. Glad you understand. That makes things easier. Arabonian bound passenger, yada yada. Here it is now. Once we're on the platform, I'll delve into the specifics of the job. Now follow me. This wasn't exactly what I had in mind when we got this request. I can't stand this dude's high and mighty attitude, but he's in a bind. Let's give him a hand. In a bind? Did somebody say they're in a bind? Get my boy Dohalim on the phone. It's settled then. Shall we head to the platform number 2? Your outfit looked a lot like Reen from like the side of my eye. It was crazy. Platform number 1. This is platform number 2. Allow me to briefly explain the specifics of the task at hand. Please do, we're all ears. I'll be assigning each of you to a car to inspect. You'll speak to every passenger, inspect their luggage, verify the validity of their entry application. If by chance you come across any passengers without an entry application or who are in possession of dangerous goods, they're to be detained immediately. Okay, got it. I'm fine with the whole inspection thing, but what do we do if anyone's not in their seats during the check? I kinda get the feeling like a bunch of amateurs like us might not be able to cover everybody. Not to worry, we got that covered. Passengers are not permitted to move about the cars for the duration of the inspection. It's a rule that was put in place because we'd occasionally get crafty sorts trying to dodge the inspection by shuffling around. We're certainly strict. Alright, I think I got the idea now. Although I'm a little bothered that each person has to inspect their own car. Randy and I will definitely be fine on our own, but what about Ellie and Tia? Really? This is the moment you decide to start worrying about us? Might I remind you that I'm a police officer as well. My hand-to-hand skills are more than satisfactory. She's got a gun. She could just, like, shoot anyone if she really wants to. She would never because she's an angel, but she has the option. Likewise. Even if a suspect were to resort to violence, I find it difficult to imagine they would be able to overpower the both of us. Man, come on, Lloyd. You should know by now that these gals aren't just dainty damsels. You gotta get that through your thick skull already. Fair point, sorry. With that said, are you all ready to commence the operation? Or inspection, rather? Yes. Good, you're ready. Very well, without further ado, let's begin the inspection. I'll inspect the first car, so please divide the remaining cars amongst yourselves. In that case, I'll take the second car. Ellie, Tio, and Randy take the following 3 cars in that exact order. Roger. Understood. See you later then. Let me remind you that this task will require your full attention. Oh, that's unfortunate. I was going to give it my half attention. Alright, I got a train to inspect. Look at all these people. Sure are a lot of travelers here. Can't say I'm surprised. I need to make sure to be polite while questioning each person. Pardon me, I'm an assistant inspector. I apologize for the inconvenience, but would you mind me checking your luggage and entry papers? Inspector, not every day you see one in a casual getup. Anyway, what's the issue? You find it strange that a woman is traveling alone, is that it? What? No, that's not. For your information, I wanted nothing more than to go with my boyfriend. But since he dumped me out of the blue, I had no choice but to come alone. But that won't stop me. I'm gonna find myself a rich, noble boyfriend somewhere in the Empire. Oh, I didn't mean to trigger this story. Well, nothing I can do about it. I'll just listen to her while I finish up the inspection. You get it, don't you? Wasn't that, like, so rude of him? Yeah, real jerk. By the way, your luggage and papers are all good and follow our regulations. Thanks for your cooperation. You okay? No, it's fine. It's just it was refreshing spilling my heart out to you. I can't remember the last time someone listened to my problems. Say, if you want to, why don't we run to Arabonia to... Sorry, I have a job to do. Nice meeting you. Okay. Bye. Oh, an inspector, you say? How am I supposed to buy that? Proof? I demand to see proof. I don't... What do I do? Wait, this should work. Take a look at this. I'm from the Crosswell Police Department, Special Support Section. We're assisting with inspections today. Police? Guess that checks out. Though doing this is kind of misleading. Well, whatever, let's get it over with. Thanks. All your luggage and carry-ons look good and follow our regulations. Skip the pleasantries. Hurry up with the inspection. I'm kind of in a rush. Yeah, not too much longer. Pardon me, I'm an assistant inspector. I apologize for the inconvenience, but would you mind yada yada? It's the same. Yeah, of course, just one moment. You okay? No, it's nothing. It's just the deep green foliage of the Nox Forest is incredibly charming. Knowing that, I couldn't help but feel a little giddy before departing. Sounds like you have a nice hobby there. Oops, I accidentally wasted your time, didn't I? An inspection, was it? Ah, yeah, that's right. If you'll excuse me then. No, thank you for your dedication. Anyway, I'm looking forward to when we finally leave the station. I'm an assistant inspector. An inspector, are you? Very well. Hey, why haven't we left yet? Waiting is boring. Sweet idios, will this child ever learn patience? Ah, it's no big deal. Sorry, it'll be a little while longer. You be a good kid for just a little bit longer while we finish our job? I guess. That settled, I should try to wrap this up quickly. Alright, your luggage and papers look good to go. Good to hear. Mister, can you pinky promise me you'll hurry and let the train leave? Hey, you can't just... what am I gonna do with you? An inspection, I suppose it's fine. What? No way! I have all my panties in my luggage, you know? Good point. Sorry, but you heard the lady. No, hold on, you can't just refuse, it doesn't work like that. It's regulation, so please work with me. I'll show the utmost consideration when inspecting your delicates. So he says. Yeah, you better, mister. This is harder than it looks. You're welcome. Now scram. Oh, that should be the last of the passengers. I didn't notice anything suspicious, so I should regroup with the others and report to Mr. Quattro. It was kind of nerve-wracking doing these inspections for the first time. I didn't overlook anyone, did I? Did you overlook anyone? You can't. Now sit until the inspection ends. Listen to your mother, son. You don't want to annoy the inspector. That guy sitting over there in front of the car is ours. Why can't I go too? The front train car, could that be the one Mr. Crutcher's inspecting? He might just have had some business with the conductor. No, wait a sec. Maybe he changed cars after the inspection began. Well. I feel like there's something else I have to do. I mean, I could just end the inspection, but I might miss out on some DP. Why is this train left? Can you not hurry it up? I look like a conductor to you. feel like I could end the inspection and the quest will finish, but I feel like if I want them, like, maybe more DP, I need to find whatever this is that's missing. Because it really feels like something is missing. I'm looking forward to seeing the beautiful scenery during the ride. Did we leave already? Excuse me, sir, do you have a minute? What's wrong? I thought the inspection already ended. It had, but there's something that's bothering me. With your permission, may I redo the inspection? Sure, I don't mind. Forgot to check something. Here's my luggage and entry papers. I won't be conducting the inspection. I'm planning on asking the official inspector, Mr. Quattro, to do it. Quattro? Why? Aren't you more than capable of doing a silly little inspection? So you do know him. No, you see, Quattro laid down some ground rules before we began the inspection. One that stood out to me was you may not move to another car during inspection. Of course I know that. Are you implying I broke that rule? Yes, I am. Hate to break it to you, but I have a witness. That rowdy boy sitting right over there saw you enter from the car up front. What? That's preposterous. This has got to be some kind of mistake, right? I'm sure we can confirm the boy's statement if we ask the train conductor. The question still stands, why would you transfer cars? If things went according to plan, you would have been inspected by by Quattro. But in spite of the rules, you snuck away onto this train. The only logical conclusion is that you didn't want Quattro to see you. Am I wrong? Please, I'm begging you, overlook this. I just wanted to have a fun little trip, that's all. Look, you said my papers are good to go, didn't you? If that's the case, then it should be fine if Quattro double checks them, right? What? No, please. I don't know all the details, but as long as I'm working as an assistant inspector, I can't ignore any suspicious behavior. I'll need you to come with me. Fine. This man has falsified his immigration papers. Falsified? How so? Do you mean to say he lied about his personal history? Correct, he's a former swindler from Calvard. This guy likes to bounce around. I've had a run-in with him before when he tried to conceal his criminal record on the same application. This marks the second time I've caught him. Good grief, this man's a fool. Former swindler? If he's not swindling anymore, I wonder then what's he up to now? Now that his prison sentence in Calvard is up, it looks like he's trying to lead an honest life. The frauds he committed were relatively small in scale, so apparently he wasn't giving too heavy of a sentence. It's unfortunate though, a criminal record will follow someone for the rest of their lives. That's probably why he felt the need to falsify his documents. If the immigration papers show a criminal record, your ability to travel is heavily restricted. If only I hadn't gone and committed fraud. I'm sure he regrets his crimes, but he chose his life when he broke the law. Committing crimes will burden you for the rest of your life, and the world would be a better place if more people understood that. So what's gonna happen to this man? I've detained him in my office for the time being. I'll give him a stern warning and then ship him back to Calvard. It's nothing out of the ordinary for me. Yeah, I guess there's no other choice. At any rate, we've successfully completed our inspection without incident. We're a bit behind schedule, but we should be able to see this train off safely now. I believe I owe the SSS a proper thank you, don't I? I'll be sure to give you a ring next time I need help. It was our pleasure. We learned a lot helping with this request. Feel free to give us a call if you ever need our help again. I think I'll take you up on that offer. Whew, that was a lot harder than I was anticipating. You could say that again. Although Tia's probably the most exhausted among us. Why do you say that? People thought she was some kind of mascot for the train station and kept smothering her. A mascot? Are you alright, Tia? Don't tell me you're so traumatized that you can no longer speak. No, not quite. I'm simply experiencing some mental fatigue. I should recover in a bit. Can we leave, please? Yeah, sure. I hope you aren't straining yourself too hard, Tio. I think now all we have to do is the monster quest and then this one. So I think I'll be fine to go. I should be fine to start going to mains and kill that monster and then finish off the separate quest. Which I think that's what I'm gonna do. Just so I can get a little bit more sepet before I decide to like exchange some of it. Where am I? This is this building.